Hello. Today is the 5th of June 2026, and this is the 13th episode of my Southward Progress Report series. In today's episode, I'm going to be covering all of the changes that I made during the month of May. Um, so the first thing is this little drop down up here, which has a bunch of different maps. These are like TTRPG battle maps that I just downloaded off the internet. None of these belong to me. I didn't make them. I just needed them to like test out having different battle maps. So if I switch between these, you can see I've got lots of little just battle maps that you can switch between. And I made it so that you can like click and drag to look at different parts of the map, and you can zoom in and zoom out. So if I add an enemy, the enemy will be up here. You know, I can zoom out, click on the enemy as normal, but this time there's just a map underneath him, so you can have better role play, I guess. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's the majority of it. Here's the guy who made this map that I downloaded off the internet. Yeah, so I think that's pretty sick. Uh, yeah, I mean that's low-key kind of just it. It doesn't seem like a lot now that I think about it, because it's just easy to show off. Like, oh, you drag the map, you've switched to different maps, and you zoom in and out of the map. Like that's it. Um, but yeah, it took me a little bit to get that done. It didn't take the whole month. I spent most of this month um, dealing with personal stuff, which is unfortunate. I feel like that's my excuse for a lot of things, is just that I was dealing with personal stuff. Like, count the number of times that I've said that in this series, you know? Um, but yeah, so another piece of good news is that I've been speaking to a musical composer about making some original music to put into Southward, so that should be pretty sick. Um, I've also got a few more demon portraits to show off. Just we just got a few more of those done. Um, but yeah, yeah, no, um, pretty uneventful. The biggest thing is that I've got maps, which is pretty sick. The next thing I want to do is run a playtest. So I want to get a group of my friends to jump on, and we run a little playtest, and I show off all the new things I've done since the last playtest. And the last playtest I did was last year. I mean, I've made a lot of changes since then. I've added every single piece of art in this game, every single piece of original art has been added after the playtest that I did last. Um, Limbs that can be cut off and actually affect gameplay and can be like crippled and whatever. All of that is new, and all this map stuff is new. So yeah, normally when I do my playtests, I get the players to like around level 20 or something. I think I want to do like a high level playtest where players are around level 50. Um, Specifically because there's like a bunch of magic spells that I want to show off or get the players to play with that require being really high level to use. Um, but yeah, so as for changes that I need to make going forward, obviously I'm going to keep working with Monique to get more art produced. I think the next huge thing is getting saving and loading done. Um, yeah, because at the moment you can't really save and load. When you stop the game, everything is lost, and when you start fresh. So yeah, being able to save the game would be would be low-key pretty sick, not gonna lie. But yeah. Um, all right. I guess that's it. This was a really, really short one. I didn't have much to talk about. Um, Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next month. Hopefully next month I get to run the playtest and begin implementing a saving and loading system. In my mind, that's like going to be really, really difficult. I have no idea if it is going to be really, really difficult. Hopefully, conveniently, it's super, super easy. But yeah. Actually, I just realized this month I'm spending 10 days overseas on a holiday, so that'll put a little dent in it. But well, I still got time. I still got time. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you next month.